We sing and our ancestors hear us. We believe, and scientifically this is true, we believe that we carry our ancestors with us. And those ancestors knew this language, and that's how they got us here today. This knowledge of the language is critical to us to revive, because once we can begin speaking to each other in our language and saying those words out loud, that's what's really going to let us reclaim our culture that was stolen from us. That's what really is going to allow us to live again.
Let's see. So we have the first word is Napakō.
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 I have the three consonants that we already learned, right? The the and ka, right? And of course, it sounds like the sound is empty, but we have to combine it with vowels, no? Napakō.
Napakō. Yes.
I'm Jose Ponao. Hi everyone, my name is Jose Dominguez. I'm a member of the Miacan Garza Band of Texas and the member of the Indigenous Cultures Institute. As a part of the language revitalization team, I'm working with some amazing people here in Texas to help revitalize our Coahuiltecan language. Academics do say that this language has been extinct as there are less than 1,000 speakers, but our language has been in continuity since at least 14,000 years ago, when our first ancestors have been documented here in Central Texas.
Perfect. Boom, one san. Boom, one san. Bil. Akti. Akte. Boom, one san. Mahua huyo.
Language is connected to culture, and culture is a way of looking at life. And it's a unique perspective that is connected to traditions, to customs, to how people related themselves to that land. So ensuring that each one of those receives the same respect as more mainstream languages is just a matter of, making sure that it's fair. It's a lot of linguistic research, a lot of just staring at words and trying to figure out patterns. Once figure out patterns, we try to understand how they work in relation to other words. Once we're able to do that and we're kind of sure about it, we create a word bank, and if we have enough of X, if there's within a semantic field, we have enough words for food, then we will create a lesson on food, right? And we make sure there's a grammatical aspect connected to it, not just a vocabulary, so they're learning both of them at the same time.
Everyone? Okay? Okay, let's review.
As a facilitator for our language program, the way that we're approaching language revitalization is community-based and supported by the elders and the academics and the linguists that are creating our materials. So we have generated K-12 worksheets to help our community learn the language, learning the number systems, learning the words of the elements and nature, of animals, of family relations, and trying to say hi to each other. And so through this process, we're building the beginning steps of our language revitalization and revival. This journey is a journey that is going to take several decades, right? And I believe we're somewhere at the beginning of this journey with sounds and vocabulary, But as we work to understand better the grammar and the syntax from the information that we do have, we hope to pass this language on to our youth, which will be, the future of our community, and make sure that they feel comfortable and confident in saying, I'm Coahuilteco and this is my language.
Thank you. Welcome to Sacred Springs Power! Woo!
Folks, I want to welcome everybody to this wonderful celebration. I'll tell you what, the Sacred Springs celebration is always very special. One of the more unique powwows in the state of Texas, and one of the more unique powwows anywhere in the country.
Amanam, Genevieve von Auk. Hello, my name is Genevieve Schroeder-Arce, and I'm a member of the Miacan Garza Band of Central Texas. I am a youth leader and assistant instructor with the Indigenous Cultures Institute Summer Arts Encounter. Growing up, I had a lot of issues with self-confidence, and I think that that's a very common theme and a thing that a lot of Indigenous people experience. Just because of all the indoctrination that happened during colonization and making Indigenous people feel inferior, that has trickled down to these future generations. It was really, really important to learn about my indigeneity because it turned this part of me that I felt like was different and was inferior to actually this is so powerful. Usually the students start out knowing close to nothing unless they're a returning student. And so slowly they start, coming into themselves and feeling connected with their culture. And, by the end of the week, they feel this huge responsibility to Mother Earth, to the water, to their other relatives, to their ancestors, and they end up wanting to come back. It's just really amazing. It's one of my favorite things to see every year, how these young people grow and transform throughout even just 1 week and then progress even more throughout the years.
Colonization has been such a huge disruption because one of the first things they came for was our language. They did that knowing that our language is tied to everything that we are. Language revitalization is so important. It is woven into our identities. It is how we can tell the history of our people and the presence of our people. There's a lot of talk about how the Coahuiltecan language is extinct, but it is not extinct. It is still here, just like the people are, just like the Panama or the Miacan. And the Miacan is the water bird, pajarito de agua. The Panama is the sacred deer, venado sagrado. And the Dai is Mother Earth, Madre Tierra. And so we use these words to pay them their respect. And also the Coahuiltecan language is a very beautiful language. It's poetic. It's like Maria says, Elder Maria, it's like Lee talking song.
Everything about the indigenous people in Texas, everything has been stolen or suppressed so that we should never know or find out who we are and who we were. And so to bring the language back is like opening that door to who we are and fulfilling all that potential of information and knowledge and culture All of that is rich with transformative elements, right, that'll make a difference in the world. We know that there are young people working on this, and that there will be the day when we are gathered together and we're talking to each other in Coahuiltecan. And so that makes me feel great. And that's Napakō, our journey.
Like your favorite Coahuiltecan word or phrase?
Yeah. I'll give you two, just because you can pick whichever one fits better, comes out better. So the name that I was given by Dr. Garza and Maria was Pampuansan, because I am the fourth son in my family. And so Puansan is the number 4, and I really like that number. And so I've been becoming more comfortable, identifying as Puwa and just playing with that as just like a part of my identity, and seeing how that fits with me and how it resonates in my body. And yeah, so I really like that word, Puansan. Yeah, and then I would say a phrase that really brings me a lot of joy and fosters community amongst our people is Tawahayo Namitu, and it is the phrase for all my relations. And so when we think about, our relationships with the land and with each other, that phrase Tawahayo Namitu really encompasses that feeling of connectedness and of being, part of a whole.